It's Jimmy, Scott, and Diggerman from the Theme Park Podcast.
Are you looking to finally make that move to Orlando? Maybe you already live here and want to be closer to the parks.
Use the official real estate agent of the Theme Park Podcast, LaurenCampbellRealtor.com.
Lauren helped my mom both buy and sell her house.
I bought a house of 10 years with Lauren.
Didn't you marry her?
Shush. I love my real estate agent, and you will too. Call Lauren Campbell at 407-325-4225. That's 407-325-4225.
Goldwell Banker Realty.
And for the record, it's been 16 years.
Yeah, because you guys just had an anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, should we use Siri? I think we make this joke every year of should we just have Siri dub over the number?
Oh, yeah. 16.
We could. You can just have AI do it at this point. I think they would probably do it seamlessly. Seamlessly.
No, I do not. Do not feed my voice into anything like that.
See, it doesn't need your voice. It just heard you talk. It just needs a recording of your voice.
Exactly. No, thank you.
It can already hear you. It's already got you.
Yeah.
I am not using any of that.
It's already there, buddy.
I've not consented to putting any of my stuff into, is what I mean.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't need your consent. It just takes it. It just takes what it wants.
All these people doing Studio Ghibli, Miyazaki art, and you're just oh my God.
Yeah. It's all over, man. It's all
you're
over.
You're literally destroying the environment with every single one of those.
How did this go from my anniversary to this?
Because he's talking about AI.
Yeah, it's true.
Well,
I mean, this is Terminator, guys. We've been waiting. We've been seeing it since, back in the day. This is just the beginning.
Just
it's
be nice.
One of two things.
Be nice to your Amazon Alexa so that
don't have one.
Take over. Two things, okay?
Don't have one.
Yeah. Just be polite when you.
I don't know. I saw the Megan 2.0 trailer today, and she fights for the users now.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. Look, it's either going to be Terminator, which very high chance, or it's going to be Idiocracy because we just don't need to use our brains anymore. We let the computer do all the thinking.
Well, I think it's going to be Terminator that leads into Idiocracy.
Are there going to be stupid Terminators too then?
No. I think they're going to wipe themselves out, wiping out most of us.
Because it is a learning program, so it could learn to be stupid.
Well, I think it's a mutually assured destruction thing.
Yeah.
So we bomb, they bomb, and then the rebuild of civilization is the Idiocracy.
The more we continue to feed ChatGPT and Grog and what's Microsoft Copilot, they're more and more, they're getting bigger and it's
why are you pointing at me?
They're not you, the other one.
Well, then point the other way where he is.
Well, to me, he's this way.
Yeah, but to me and him, we're the other way.
That one,
correct.
What did I do?
You use it all the time.
I use it sometimes. Sure, it's
you've openly talked about using it.
Look, this thing up here doesn't work that great anymore.
Not my fault.
Not that good.
Not my fault.
It's not your fault.
This one never worked right from the beginning. It's been broken since it came out of the box.
Stop using it for your Google.
It's pretty good though. It's pretty good.
I thought you grew up idolizing John Connor.
I did fight against the machines.
You're not though. You're befriending them.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
you can either live with them or
I thought you rode around on a dirt bike with Budnick wearing a Public Enemy t-shirt, robbing ATMs.
While listening to Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that all sounds fun. That sounds like a great time.
And then going to the arcade.
At the mall.
Yeah.
At the mall.
At the mall. Did malls used to have arcades in them?
Yes, it was called Tilt.
They're every mall I've ever been to has had an arcade in it in that era. In the 80s. Did the
Altamont Mall have an arcade in it?
I don't remember Altamont having one.
I'm like 90, but I mean when I got here in 93, it was probably only there for a little bit. But I remember
one. Fashion Square had one on the second floor by where the movie theater is. It was called Tilt. It was right by the food court.
I was an Altamont Mall kid, so that's the only mall I think I really knew. We didn't go to other malls. We didn't venture out.
West Oaks, I believe, had one. Millennia never did.
Millennia. That thing. I went there the other day. That place is snooty.
And
It's not for you.
It's not for me.
I don't.
100%.
I'm sure Florida had one as well. They might still, honestly. That mall is huge.
Dickerman, the only thing I ever bought at the Millennium Mall of Millennia is I met somebody on Facebook Marketplace to buy something there from them.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, we were in there. I'm like, there is not a store I could buy a single thing from in this whole entire mall. There was like, I take that back. The Billabong store was going out of business, and they had 70% off of everything.
There's a couple stores that I shop there regularly.
Yeah.
What stores?
Urban Outfitters.
Saw that place when I was there.
Lacoste.
Do they still have a GameStop up in there?
There's no GameStop.
Yes. Yeah, there's a GameStop there.
Where? I didn't see a GameStop. I would have gone in there.
Second floor, kind of close to the Macy's side of the mall, before the food court.
I think I missed it.
It's kind of over by where Journeys is.
Journeys is not open there right now. They're closed currently.
Well, I mean, I haven't been there in a while, but I know it's nearish that.
Okay. Yeah, well, if you like Billabong, their store's going out of business, so go buy.
So is Volcom, but I think they might be the same company.
Oh, okay.
I haven't stepped foot in there since Instapots were really hot.
Did they sell Instapots at Billabong?
No, that's where I bought off of Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, okay. It's just the mall. Fair enough.
I used to wear.
All right, should we do a podcast?
Yes.
On theme parks. All right.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Do we know what we're talking about today?
Yes.
I got flower and garden stuff I can speak on.
The question is, does this one, even though I'm pointing in the wrong direction, remember anything that I said?
No. That's what makes it. It's all new to me. See, it's so great. Everything you say is new to me.
All right. 3, 2.
From the theme park capital of the world, Orlando, Florida, this is the Theme Park Podcast. Wait, podcast? Isn't this on the radio? Why does everything gotta be so messy on this station? Anyway, here's your hosts, Dickerman, Jimmy D, and Scott Harris.
Hey there, and welcome to the Theme Park Podcast. Dickerman here. There is Jimmy D.
What's going on, guys?
And Scott Harris.
What's up? It's spooky season. Hello, hi.
It's not spooky season. It is nearing Epic Universe season, because that's what everybody should be talking about. But it's not spooky season. You're looking at me like I'm crazy. Look, hey, Halloween Horror Nights is a big deal, but the big deal of 2025 and all theme parks ain't going to be Halloween Horror Nights. It's Epic Universe.
Sets and permits are being filed for Halloween Horror Nights this year. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, actually, this weekend's a race. Like, if you're listening to us on the radio right now,
you're running.
Know that I am running through the parking lot of Epcot, breathing like a CPAP patient when the mask has fallen off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. And then, like, the gurgling and the all of that.
The springtime surprise this weekend.
Yeah,
why are you running in a Darth Vader mask?
No, I'm out of shape, so I breathe like Darth Vader if I run more than 5 feet.
Yeah, if I run to the mailbox, I'm like that. I'm like, forget it.
Why are you running to the mailbox?
In case there's something good in the mail.
Probably because he's barefoot and the asphalt is very hot.
That's true too. Yeah.
You know, if you had grass, then it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, that's true. But you
don't
want a lawn to have grass. It's all.
Why don't you put some grass seed down?
Seed growing from seed's hard. It's harder than it looks. You don't just put it down and it grows. I can tell you that much.
Fine, buy some sod. Buy a pallet of sod.
Yeah, have you priced sod lately? It's a lot.
It's not that bad.
You laying it down yourself?
I mean, like 13 grand with.
Thank you for joining Sod Talk this week.
13 grand with irrigation. That's not much.
It's a flower and garden season. It's perfect. It's on time.
It is. Yeah, there you go. See that? Maybe just steal some grass from Disney.
No, do not steal anything.
No. You got to get yourself a cast member. And I don't know if they still do this, but they used to take all the picked up animal droppings and they had them next to Cast Connection, and you could go scoop it up and spread it on your lawn. but they didn't
throw it
provide
in the
like
back seat
bags
of
or
your
anything. You just had to get this manure into your vehicle and then into your lawn.
Just
But
throw it in your back seat.
yeah,
Yeah.
just understand that like neighborhood dogs are going to avoid your house like the plague because they're going to smell that apex predator like rhino poo in your green, and your grass will be greener than you've ever seen.
He has to have grass for it to get green. It's what
This
I'm
is
learning.
the point. I got weeds. I don't have grass, buddy.
I mean, weeds are a plant.
They are a plant. That is true.
Yeah, as long as you keep it mowed and it's green, who cares?
That's what I try to do.
And now we welcome in Tom McCubbin onto the show.
Better Lawns and Gardens here on Real Radio 104.1. All right, let's get into theme parks. Where should we start this week, Scott?
Well, one of us went to a park.
Yeah.
Whoa, we went to a park.
I went to Flower and Garden.
He said it before we started recording.
I texted you pictures from it. I was at literally when you guys were talking back and forth about we need to put more content up. I was at Epcot's like the Garden of America's theater watching the longtime lead singer of Chicago.
Is that why you went specifically to see the Chicago guy?
Yeah. And we haven't used our passes either. So we were like, we want to go see Chicago, ish. And then, we wanted to check out Flower and Garden. They got brand new Orange Bird. They got more Orange Bird merchandise this year than I've ever seen them have.
Did
and
you
a lot
ask
of it's really good
about the trash can?
I did see the trash can and I audibly yelled, "That's the one," and pointed.
Yeah, good.
Because it was like right there in front of Connections. It's right there in front of Connections, and I was like, "That's the one I want."
Oh, the festival hall, Communicore Hall.
No, Communicore Hall is on the other side.
Oh, okay.
So before you get into the theme park, can I ask you
ahead.
about the Chicago guy? How was the Chicago guy? Because he's not the blonde-haired guy from like the Karate Kid song or whatever, but he's a different guy.
Peter
But he
Cetera,
was with the band a long time.
Yeah, and he was the singer and writer on a couple other hits in the late 80s. So he's legitimately the singer. It's just that Peter Cetera went off to do his own thing, and now he's fully retired because dude's 80.
Yeah.
And then, and when this guy took over in like 1985, I want to say, he was 23 or something like that. So,
all right. Was he any good? How's he holding up?
His voice is strong. He sounded great, man.
He's Jason Sheff, 62 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a child basically. He's just a youngster.
Yeah, it's like once they hit their 70s that the vocal cords start to give a little bit, and they can't I mean, I'm sure he has
like everything else.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just look at Carrie Fisher, what she sounded like in A New Hope versus The Force Awakens. There was a difference in her voice.
Yeah, Blues Brothers era.
There might have been some cigarettes involved with her, though.
No, but I mean, everyone just ages.
Yeah,
everyone ages,
exactly.
And let's go find some tapes of what you sounded like on the radio.
Well, I sounded probably the same as I do now, but and give me a couple years and I'll sound different.
Yeah, because you sound different now than when you were on JRR. Like when you were doing a JRR break, you did a voice.
Dude, bro.
Yeah, you'd be like 101 WJRR. Like you had this like persona that I felt like you put on, and here you're just relaxed.
I'm just me. That's
just
it.
You. Yeah.
Just me. So let's hear about your visit to Epcot. What was it like? How are the crowds? What's going on out there?
The crowds, I mean, it was a Friday in the mid-afternoon, so there was a line to get into Epcot. There was a lot of folks trying to get in because it was 3:30 when we got there, and when you consider that park hopping had just started an hour and a half before, you really were getting that influx of folks. And then Chicago-ish was only about an hour from playing, so there was a lot of influx for the concert. But
big audience for the concert.
Yeah. Oh, it was sold out, capacity.
Yeah, they stack these artists to it's usually full almost every single time.
Yeah, they do a nice job. It was a nice job, and I got to hear the two songs that I really loved the most from Chicago. So, and then from there, we went off to go get food, and we went at the Odyssey building, and that's where they were doing like the main orange theme, like citrus theme foods. And normally when we go to a stand, we'll get like one beverage and one food. I ended up ordering almost the entire menu. There was two things we didn't get between beverages and food.
That's
And
when you know it's a good one.
I'll have that. Give me that one too.
I just love citrus, and that lemon tart. Like you got to be a tart fan, but it is spot on good. And then the I don't know, I always screw up the name of this, but it's deep fried shrimp, and then it had like an orange sauce, and it was fantastic. I can't pronounce the word. What do you call it?
Odyssey
It's
building.
not tempori, is it?
Yeah, tempori.
Okay.
It was tempori shrimp with orange sauce, and it was fantastic.
How?
I don't know. I have no idea how I knew that.
You can't remember a thing. Secondly, you hate every food basically.
Yeah,
Although
if
this is fried, so this makes sense why you would remember it.
he might be okay with that.
It
I don't
depends
like
on
food from the
what's
ocean.
fried. He wouldn't have fried shrimp.
Yeah, I don't like ocean food.
What do you don't even know ocean food? Have you
Yeah, I
tried
don't want-
swordfish?
No, gross.
Have you tried scallops?
Nuh-uh.
Have you tried grouper?
No.
Tuna?
Grouper is delicious.
Yeah, I've had tuna. I don't like tuna.
Cod?
Cod
Is that what they
delicious.
put in a fish sandwich at McDonald's? Filet-O-Fish?
It's what they're serving at right outside Rose and Crown. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that's
I've had
cod.
that.
That's
before.
usually fish.
Cod's
That's
not bad.
usually used in fish and chips. Oh, see?
See,
Let's all
that's
go
not
get some
bad.
seafood after this.
Just cod. Just make sure it's extra fried.
Dickerman, you would have loved the fried fish that I got in England. Like the guy would bring the fillet out from the back. He brings out two fillets, and then puts them in the whatever the crust. I sound like such
Your
a
batter?
whatever the batter is, and then they deep fry it right in front of you. And when I tell you, it was like the size of when because they put the fish and then they put the chips in there. They don't use newspapers anymore, so they can't wrap them in newspaper. So they just use butcher paper. And it was like a loaf of bread this guy hands me, and it was like $8.
Oh, that's great.
Did you
And
get the grilled street corn on the cob?
No, we walked past that because that's that little play area that used to be like if you are in the World Showcase and you're heading up that little side path past Starbucks, and then like
It's like a
Honey's-
playground, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be a playground. Now it's like a food area, and that's where the street corn was.
You don't
But
have
at
the
that-
playground anymore?
No, they moved it.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
they just moved it.
the playground's over by closer to
Like test
Mission
track kind of.
Space.
Yeah. It's like
I
a
always
Wally
shake my
and
head.
Eve.
We'd go to Epcot, and my daughter would want to play in that playground. I'm like, we're just paying, hundreds of dollars a year so you could play at what is basically a free park. We're not enjoying the rest of all the high-tech rides. We're just playing on the playground rides.
I mean, just take them to like a Disney Springs at that point.
Yeah.
Mm.
Kids love a playground. I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter where they're at. They love a playground.
I mean,
but
I
that's
love a
perfect.
playground. Playgrounds are fun.
Yeah, there's no lines. She gets to do what she wants for a few minutes. It's no waiting, just like screaming and yelling and enjoyment. So, and if it tires out the children and they still got energy at the end of the day or whatever, that's perfect. Just go do that. Have fun. You'll sleep.
And you know
better.
how great a slide is?
I don't. Does that have a slide?
They had slides sometimes. It would be hit and miss. The playground always changed.
Well, that's
It
kind of
always
fun.
changed. Yeah.
But
It was always a different one.
on the way out, we did go into Communicore Hall, and they do have a nice topiary set up, like a horticulture gallery. A little spike. The bee is in the middle, like where the Epcot ball was during Christmas time. And then they got the Farmer's Feast in there. Have you guys seen what that kitchen looks like? It looks like Hell's Kitchen. Like, how like it's open, Hell's Kitchen with the
Mhm.
stainless steel and everything.
Mhm.
That's exactly what they have there, and they're cooking food. And you can get not oysters. What were we talking about?
Tempori.
You can get scallops.
Scallops. That's the one.
Oh,
You can get
scallops.
these beautiful scallops there. So
Ooh.
Communicore Hall is banging right now.
Did you,
you
not
can-
let Lauren Campbell Realtor.com ride the Guardians ride?
No, we went on Living with the Land to check out because they have special decorations in Living with the Land for the festival. So I wanted to see those. and I will
And
be
you
posting
you
pictures.
you wanted to see where your food comes from.
Yes, exactly.
Anybody get off the boat and try and steal like one of
No.
those giant lemons?
No.
Well, when we first walked up, it was broken, and I was like, "Did somebody's kid get out?" And they're just like running around the greenhouse, and they're like, "Oh God, no! I hope not. No, this is just routine thing." And then they're like, "We don't know when it's going to be back up." We ended up chatting with these folks for like 5 minutes, and over their shoulder, I can see the guy going, like giving the symbol to what we would call wrap it up in radio, like the twirling of the finger.
We're
Basically
talking to
saying,
these people.
no, they were saying like open the ride.
Oh.
And so Laura and I just went right on, and we were like the first people. We get off of that, and we go over to check Soren. Soren had been down, and it just reopened. So we jumped onto that. So we spent 25 minutes to get on Soren and Living with the Land at like 7:00 at night.
Nice.
That's a good win right there.
On a Friday
at that
night.
point, you guys should have just said, you know what? Let's celebrate by going and having dinner at the rotating restaurant just upstairs. I mean,
Buying
we're
lotto
already winning
tickets.
over here.
We were still so stuffed and the other thing too, we got premium parking for free. They parked us right underneath the monorail. You know how like the tracks are in that first section? We parked right underneath the beam.
Nothing better than that. There's nothing better than getting a great parking spot.
Yeah, we just like hit gold on everything. When we got to the concert just as it was starting, and there was just a few seats left, we ended up sitting in the third row. It was like we could not win on that Friday.
Wow.
It was great, wonderful
Some
time.
some days are like that. Well, congratulations. Sounds like a successful trip to Epcot.
Yeah.
I'm finding some stuff on the menu for Dickerman at Communicore Hall.
Okay.
Grilled asparagus.
I mean, no.
It's got pancetta bacon, spring peas, lettuce, and a soft poached egg.
I mean, I'd eat it, but I'm not going to pay for it. Okay?
Scallops.
Absolutely not.
Blueberry
I don't
crumble
like the
cake.
texture. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Grilled peaches and burrata.
Yeah, I'd eat that.
That's a drink, actually.
Do you know what the burrata is, though, Dickerman?
Is that booze?
I don't know. I was asking the question.
Heirloom tomatoes and fresh mozzarella.
No, my wife would like that, though.
Grilled beef strip loin.
Yes.
Peach cobbler.
Yeah, 100%.
They
Any
got a
other
bunch of
dessert?
like brunch stuff too.
Yeah, what do they call it? Brunch cot?
Brunch cat, yeah. I'm all about that.
Smart.
What do you have against asparagus?
No, I would eat it. I just don't want to pay. I don't like to pay for stuff I don't love.
Oh.
Makes your piece
Like,
smell
hey, if
funny.
it's on the side when I order a steak, yeah, I'll eat it. Sure.
How about
But I'm not going to order it.
a warm corn cookie?
Yeah, I try that.
Just because it says cookie in it?
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. Try anything that's cookie based. Sandwich or cookie based, I'm in. Throw
should
it
get-
between two pieces of bread, I'll try it.
Okay, have a fillet of fish sandwich then.
I've
Let's
had
get
one,
this
it's
guy
not
a cow
bad.
pie.
Ew, cut it out.
No.
That's disgusting. It's gross. Don't be crass.
Wait, you like donuts, right?
Yeah. I don't usually eat them though.
You like fitness?
No, I'm like, do you want a sushi donut?
No.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
disgusting.
wait, Dickerman, what about frushi? In the Japan pavilion, they have like sushi, but it's made with fruit, and it's like a dessert.
I'm gonna
Would
try
you have
that.
frushi?
Yes.
It's actually really good. I had it last year, and I was like, oh, it's so good. And when Laura and I were walking around Japan, in Epcot on Friday, we're like, we're gonna be here in like a week.
Yeah. Prepping for like the real thing.
Yeah, we're gonna see the real floating gates of whatever that island is.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to your trip.
By the way,
Me
the
too.
themed funnel cake is peaches and cream.
It's probably pretty good.
Yeah, that does sound good.
Funnel cake with powdered sugar, vanilla ice cream, peaches, whipped cream, cobbler crumble, and a cinnamon bourbon caramel sauce.
Yeah,
Is
that sounds
that-
great actually.
Is that at the funnel cake place? Because I only
Yes.
saw cookies and cream on the menu when I walked by.
It's usually like there's usually like a little like
Stanchion or something like that.
no, it's usually just like there's a little placard that says like what the seasonal offering
Gotcha.
is.
That sounds way better than cookies and cream. Cookies and cream doesn't feel like it goes to a funnel cake with me. I don't know why. Just doesn't seem like it goes together. It's odd.
You'd still eat it.
Yeah, man, it's silly to course.
You
What are
would
talking
stack 2 on top of each other.
about? Make a sandwich out of it. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. All right, should we dive into to some further theme park findings?
Yeah, there's a really big story.
Okay, let's hear it.
For the first time since 2019,
Oh,
Walt
boy,
Disney World-
pre-pandemic.
pre-pandemic, Walt Disney World will be operating all 6 of their theme parks at the same time.
What?
So Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Blizzard Beach, and Typhoon Lagoon.
Yes,
Correct.
all 6 of their theme parks.
I didn't realize like during the summer some were still closed. Like what was closed? Like like 1 or 2 of the water parks?
They would rotate, like one would be open, one would be closed.
Wonder, was there a reason? Were they refurbishing or they just didn't think they had the capacity for it?
I think it was a combination of the two. I think it was like, hey, we're gonna when we refurb one, we'll have the other, and then vice versa.
Okay. I think I have some after 3 water park passes somewhere in my house.
And it's also the 30th anniversary of Blizzard Beach.
Okay.
Wow. 30 years. I remember when it was brand new and my sister went. I didn't go until like 10 years ago, but my sister went when it first opened and she was like, it was really fun, but the Christmas music got kind of annoying after a while.
This begins May 21st through September 7th. All 6 parks will be open.
Okay.
And here's the thing. They're calling them all 6 theme parks.
Yeah, I know. They're
So
stretching
they are
it with
doing-
the water parks.
Well,
yeah. Is this a Disney story or is this like a WDW news story?
Nope. This is Disney themselves saying it.
Okay.
And you
So-
know why.
Yeah, because they got suckered by Universal.
Universal is opening their 4th park in about 6 weeks.
As long as Disney doesn't start charging to park at the water parks, because that is a free parking situation, then we're good.
By the way, can I read you some of the the pricing for the Grand Helios Hotel?
Yes, this is at Universal, basically inside of Epic Universe, right?
It's behind Epic Universe, but yes, it has its own entrance into the park.
Yeah, I like this.
Overnight guest parking,
Okay.
$36 per person, or $36 per night per vehicle.
Doesn't seem outside the realm for them, though, right? Is that?
No, that's somebody that has stayed at a Universal park. It's like comparable, considering I've stayed at their value resorts. This is one of their signature resorts. Valet, $45.
I mean, at that point, you might as well valet.
Day guest parking. Well, it depends on availability.
True.
Self parking, $125.
Oh, whoa! All right, now.
Wait,
Jeez.
what?
Because they're trying to dissuade people from like, I want to park as close as possible.
Yeah.
They want to save that parking for the guests of the hotel.
I'm surprised they even let people at all. But hey, if you're charging $125, if someone's crazy enough to pay it, okay, I'll take it.
0 to 5 minutes complimentary.
Okay.
5 to 30 minutes, $10.
Okay.
30 minutes or more, $50.
Okay. All right.
And then valet parking is $128 per day per vehicle.
Well, I mean, 5 minutes. The 5-minute one is tough. You want to get out and just take a look real quick. You just want to see the lobby of the hotel.
You want to see the
Put a stopwatch
doors.
on.
You want to see the doors to the hotel.
Yeah. Okay. Got to get back to the car. It's 4:59. Time's up.
Yeah, for real. Back to Disney though. The Hocus Pocus show. See, the Hocus Pocus show is returning to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Okay.
Spooky season's here.
Well, I mean,
and I believe, like, Jimmy, you could clarify because you were over there. Like, Not So Scary, like it has kicked off, right?
The decorations are already up.
Yeah. See.
No, don't do that because people are gonna be like, "What? How old is this podcast?"
already up? No, not yet.
No.
Not yet.
Not
They do start
completely.
earlier than
Only
ever.
April.
I truly feel though like this Epic Universe thing is kind of throwing everything off its axis for the remainder of the year. So I
In
wonder
a
what
good,
like
no, in a good way. This is a good
Yeah.
thing. We've been saying this. Them opening up is going to be beneficial for every other park.
I just wonder like is the hype the same for Halloween Horror Nights? Is the hype the same for Not So Scary? I don't know.
Yeah,
Or is this
absolutely.
going to overshadow everything?
No, you're dude. Two different things, man. Two different things. You're like, will the steak and this ice cream? No, Two different things.
You had me at steak and ice cream.
Yeah.
Elsewhere, Walt Disney World's officially announced their airport luggage transfer service.
So they
they'll
won't give
take
you a
your-
ride, but they'll take your stuff.
Yes.
We could fit Scott in a suitcase and get him in. It's worth a try just to see.
Oh my God. You were onto something, Dickerman. Because like you don't want to travel like in luggage on an airplane. You don't want to travel like in a box or something through the mail. But I think being picked up at the airport would be fine.
Yeah. Poke a couple holes in there. It'll be fine.
Are you going to give me food?
It's just a ride from the airport to Disney. We're just seeing if it works.
No, Jimmy's talking about like traveling me in luggage.
No. I'm saying you don't want to do that. But
Yeah,
from
we're
the
just
airport
gonna-
to Lake Buena Vista,
It's not a
you
bad
could
ride.
survive easily.
Why can't I just ride in the car? In
Well,
a
because
seat?
we want to see if a tourist, if they came here, if they could get a free ride to the parks like they used to.
No,
We
we're
wanna
not
test
encouraging
theory out.
this. No.
What's a
Like,
tourist?
Uber ride's like $60. I'm trying to save people money here.
No, we need them to spend money to help our tax dollars.
They can spend money at the parks. We don't need
No,
to spend
help
money on
fund
rides.
a
No.
baseball stadium in downtown. What is wrong with you?
No, we
I
have
just
enough
wanna
stuff
stuff-
downtown.
I just want to stuff Scott into a box.
I mean, you can just ask me next time I'm at your house. We can do that.
Okay.
That Pelican case I have in my carport would fit him.
Done. Let's do this. I'm okay with that.
Airtight though, I'd be worried.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
crap.
we're out of time. So, Scott, if people want to follow us on social media to see about luggage tips and theme park news, where can they go?
You can follow us on Twitter at Theme Park Show, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at the Theme Park Podcast. You can watch it at themeparkyoutube.com.
And the show traditionally comes to you live from the Lauren Campbell Realtor.com Tebow Gazebo Studios. For Jimmy D, for Scott Harris, I am Dickerman. Until next week, we will see you out at the parks.
This has been the Theme Park Podcast. Follow the show on Facebook and Instagram at the Theme Park Podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, check out the themeparkpodcast.com, the iHeartRadio app, or Apple Podcasts.